Today's review is about percent problem solving. Sometimes the hardest part is figuring out whether to add or subtract after you've figured out the percent of the number. So certain keywords and word problems will be helpful. So for markups, look for some of these words. You may see retail, wholesale, sales tax, or maybe just tax, tip. There are other things, but those are the main ones. Remember, after you find the percent of the number with these particular vocab words, make sure that you remember to add the amounts, meaning your price is going to be going up. That's going to be different from our discounts. So for our discounts, look for words like a sale or a percentage off of the item. They may use the words marked down or maybe some type of coupon. Any of these words are going to give you the clue that after you find the percent of the number, you're going to end up subtracting or taking away from the original price. Another term that you may see on your percent problem solving today is commission. So commission just means that you get a percentage of your sales. So most of the time, you'll just need to use a percent proportion for that part. So something like what you see over here will work for that. Your percent over 100 and part over whole. So let's go ahead and fill in that next box. A percent is a part out of 100%. So you can set up a percent proportion or an equation to solve for the missing quantity, and make sure you reread the problem to make sure you answered the question. Sometimes there's more than one step. So for example, if let's say we got 75% on a test out of 16 questions on the test, we would set up a percent proportion like this: 75 over 100 equals X over 16, and we could cross multiply. 75 times 16 divided by 100. You can also use the decimal for the percent, which would be 0.75, and multiply it times the 16. So either way you would work on it, you would get 12 as your answer, which means you got 12 questions right on that. Percent of change is a little bit different, so make sure that you realize that's a little bit of a different type of formula. So that's what you see down here, where it focuses on the amount of change. So let's do a quick example of that. So our example is going to be, you paid $9 for a $12 item. What is the percent discount? So this is a perfect problem to use this formula because we're figuring out the amount of change. So we're going to determine the change, and we do that by subtracting. So make a little note to the side there that that part is going to be to subtract. So for our question, we're subtracting 9 and 12. So the difference there, our amount of change, so back down here, is $3. Okay, so we're going to be setting up a proportion. So that's that next blank there. Proportion. To solve for the missing quantity. So let's use this blank space over here to finish up this question. So we have $3 as our amount of change over the original, and our original price of the item was $12 equals X over 100. Okay, we can cross multiply. 3 times 100 divided by 12. And that's going to give us 25 as our percent of discount, or our percent of change.